Welcome to Bloodbath and Beyond. Today we review Space Babes from Outer Space. Truly out of this world, likely out of your league.
From Bandit Motion Pictures, directed by Brian Williams, starring Ellie Church, Alyss Winkler, Allison Maier, and Brian Papandrea, Space Babes is about babes in space who are attacked by Scrotes, which are just devolved men where we've basically been reduced to nothing but ball sacks. Because this is Space Babes, there's a space battle and the Scrotes shoot at the babes. The babes need to take a leap of faith and they go to Earth. They realize that their ship no longer works and they have to seek sexual energy to get it back up and running.
Now, Charlie, please, take us to your wieners.
So what do we like?
I really enjoyed the humor of this film. It's Space Babes from Outer Space. They call the characters babes. They make all these really bad references that you love.
And the enemies are fucking ball sacks.
I love the Scrotes. I absolutely think this is the greatest thing in this movie because the costume design, the way they look, these like full-grown like puppets are amazing, and I'm a sucker for like the puppet.
He's always talking about ghoulies and critters and all that shit, so when there's a Scrote on screen, you know, he's like, oh my god, I've got so much sexual energy.
Then you must take us where we may find more of these at once, no matter how hard or long
or short
or mediocre the journey.
I loved our babes, and I think everybody's gonna love our babes because, well, they're babes, and they're from outer space. So they're not only attractive, but they're also like, they don't get men, they don't get Earth. And so it's hilarious just hearing the interaction between Charlie and the babes as he tries to explain what the fuck is going on, how they need to harvest this sexual energy. It's just amazing.
Yeah, once your antenna was retracted, the energy source was gone.
That's because that antenna is also my dick.
I thought the acting was really great too. Ellie Church crushed it, and so did Alyss Winkler and Allison Maier in their own respects.
Hold on to your hooters, babes. Things might get a little silly.
The fact that they took this as serious as their characters needed to without breaking out of laughter amazes me, because there's so many moments in this film where you just can't help but laugh.
Another person that is worth mentioning is Jason Crow, and bad shit kept happening to him. And he would just get like squirted in the face with all types of shit, tip $1 and continue on with his day. And I just felt so bad for the dude, but that guy cracks me up in everything he's in.
I also felt Brian Papandrea did a great job as Charlie.
Man, I don't know how to explain love to you. Most people down here don't even understand it.
He was a guy who just wanted to get laid, but he was a nice guy when he was doing it. So he wasn't like sleazy, and he was funny with all his explanations.
This guy had it made, and I am jealous as all hell.
I also felt that they did a great job with the sets. Everything looked awesome.
Definitely have to give props to Scott Shermer and Brian Williams. Brian Williams made the spaceship in his garage, like emptied it out and built it in his garage and fill it with a bunch of like LEDs. It looks like a spaceship. That works.
If you're a fan of nudity, this film had plenty of nudity. There's actually a scene where like 10 strippers are on a stage just bouncing and you only see boob shots.
And if you were one of the lucky supporters on the Kickstarter, there's like a strip your own adventure on like a bonus DVD on the stacked edition. Strip your own adventure is awesome. We went through like 2 girls, 5 paths, and everything was different and amazing, and you're gonna wanna watch it.
The theme song, Space Babes from Outer Space, is still stuck in my head, and I can't help but wanna listen to it again.
It's like very Wham.
Space babes. Space babes are from outer space. Space babes.
As I went to the washroom, as I went and grabbed this beer while we're turning on the lights, we're both just like, Space Babes from outer space, the entire time, and we can't stop. Now let's talk about our dislikes. My biggest dislike is actually in like one scene in the movie, which is the dinner table scene with the family. They basically just sit at the dinner table and there's like a weird laugh track, and it is fun at times, but it lasts for too long. We also have like Haley J. Madison kind of underutilized, I think, in this situation.
It also felt really out of place because like the rest of the film didn't have that laugh track or anything along those lines. And it's almost as though they're breaking the fourth wall when they didn't need to. This is kind of a nitpicky dislike, but I kind of wanted the Scrotes to kill more people. We saw them kill one stripper, and it was hilarious. Because you see something once, it looks great, just keep doing it.
They even ate my favorite stripper, Lucian Klein. I loved her in Harvest Lake. And then she got eaten, and it felt really bad, man.
She was the only clean stripper in this joint.
Now it's time for our final thoughts and ratings. Space Babes from Outer Space is exactly what you want it to be. It's babes looking hot, getting naked, and just in a ridiculous situation. It takes place like 90% in a strip club, and the comedy is just like on point. I really enjoyed it, and I like seeing their team like take a chance on something like this, stepping away from horror and just doing something that they love to do. So I'm gonna give this 4 awkward showcases out of 5.
Space Babes from Outer Space left me very satisfied, and I enjoyed the whole experience. I thought the comedy was great. I thought our characters were well portrayed, and they acted so good. But the highlight of this film is definitely the Scrotes. The costume design was amazing. Jim Henson and Frank Oz would be so proud of these guys. This film is just a fun time. I think a lot of people should go check it out. So with that being said, I'm gonna give this film 4 Masters of Disguise out of 5.
As always, thank you for watching. Like this video and comment below with your thoughts on the film if you've seen it. If you haven't and you do want to check it out, there are links in the description where you can find it. And if this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe to the channel to stay updated with everything Bloodbath and beyond.